All right. Welcome everybody to another evening of Squad Esports Cup. Today we've got a 26 versus 26 between the Turkish side Iron Horde and the Russian side Lethal Red. We're going to be playing on Nava today, which is the reworked version. The first version unfortunately didn't work, but the Squad Esports team have updated everything, and everything is working well now. And we've actually got a really cool layer. Layer is a 5-point layer with 3 uncapped points. The middle point is going to be Geneva, here in the center on the south side of this main road, which means that both teams have to play some people south of the main road of this main road here, which is going to be a bit difficult to get people across this road. The layer can be a bit tricky because the Russians do have the advantage with the timings. So it's going to be exciting to see if Iron Horde are going to take advantage of that. Looking at the map, there is a big old space up here north that backline squads can hide in to just really annoy the British main, and not as much in the south for the British to handle. But as I am yapping, we are live. And let's see if they nail their rollouts. One interesting thing about this layer is that both teams have an open top, but neither open top have a 50 cal on top of it. The Russian open top has an AGL, which you can see glow here, is already prepared to pre-fire something with it. Oh, the first fight is going to happen here. Lethal Red dropping on gas station with a good overview of Iron Horde. But the entire roller gets taken out by Drolks in the RWS as the Iron Horde are pushing towards this hab location from LR. The Logic gets taken out by, excuse me, what is his name? Yorukoglu. LR Logic gets taken out at the hab location. They will not be able to get down a hab. Frontline is in trouble. Welder in the British RWS is here to try and fend off and fend off this push, but he is too late. Takes out Bakali. Takes out the gunner in the Iron RWS. Yorukoglu misses the tandem, hits the wall. Oh, but Sertian, sitting here inside of hospital, takes out Junkie Boy in the RWS. No radio down for Lethal Red yet. And this squad 2 here from LR, from Iron Horde, took advantage of the timings, have taken over control of shopping center. The LR back cap, no one is actually capping yet. Iron Horde hasn't begun capping South Park yet, and LR hasn't begun capping shopping center yet. The front line is still forming, but LR looks in a dire state. South Park beginning to be capped now by Iron Horde. Aaron Jaeger hits the window. Clapclap takes out Servantborn. Don't think he spotted Vermithrax. Vermithrax spots Clapclap. Now, I am in on this in the command chat of Iron Horde. I do not speak Turkish, but if any of you do, hopefully you can make sense of what they are talking about. I do recognize that they are talking about shopping center, probably just talking about how there's literally nothing here. The front line is looking very dire for a lot. They are still resetting up close to factory. The only people that have gotten through is this squad one over here, Trafalgar and Mo, but they are being chased down by Hafinadam. Mo actually gonna burn this rally, really just indicating that they are in this area ready to start the main camping. Just looking at it, actually no, they don't have a rally. They're not going to be able to do much with just a medic and a squad leader here. They won't even be able to get Hafinadam because he is on the other side of the wall. Centurion sitting on top of the roof. And I bet you he's sitting with an ammo crate. Maybe not. Sitting on top of the high riser here, just aiming to put down a bunch of frag rockets onto this huge LR reset coming out of main. LR finally gets a radio down on factory. I actually think this radio is so close to their main that they are able to resupply it without leaving main protection. Bit of a push comes in towards shopping center. Shopping center is being capped. One chef as the RWS gets hit by a lad from somewhere. Decky perhaps? Nope. Warren has made it onto the point. He is capping it. One chef. But Ironhorde will finish the South Park cap here in just a few seconds. And they already have quite a few people on top of Geneva Apartments, and they will be able to cap that relatively quickly. What the fuck was that? Warren's still the only one on the point without much movement from the rest of LR. LR dedicating 4 people to sit in this building, 5 people to just sit on these 2 rallies. Do have a bit of a reset coming here in the south. The open top with Mapkuba, I think. Looks like he has dropped off a few people that are able to move around a bit freely. Looks like Welder the RWS got hit and had to repair. Warren has been taken out on shopping center. Decided to take a fight instead of just capturing the point. But Illa still sitting very passively. Not really trying to push this point, more taking the fight from window to window. Instead of just utilizing those GL smokes, just smoking the windows. They are doing it a little bit, but looks like neither team is utilizing mortars. Which may be a mistake. Nava is really one of those layers that can be difficult to mortar on because there's so many buildings. But just using mortars for vehicle to confirm vehicle kills or to smoke roadways can be incredibly important. We do have the LRWS so very close to this Logi who's looks like it's just sitting AFK. And he isn't going to be able to see it. He is driving towards an open top down here that looks to be burning. No, that's not an open top. That is the RWS that's burning. Correction again, it was an open top. I am a dumbass. I am sorry. Open top gets taken out by the RWS, who is circling the Iron Horde main. Oh, mortars coming up from the Iron Horde, Ufalanzo, and mortars coming up from line. Shopping center is being captured by Iron Horde. A very fast cap from Iron Horde on Geneva Apartments to just get the chevron on top of shopping center immediately. Ella finally pushing towards shopping center with a bunch of smokes. I do assume that this is smoke mortars. The Iron Horde mortar has been spotted already, probably by Squad 1 here. And it does get taken out. Mortars falling on top of LR, trying to push shopping center. Leaving only Doc with Lion Face alive. Shopping center has gone on the side of Iron Horde now. They are capping 10%. Lethal Red being put in a very difficult position now. Do they go for this? Do they go for shopping center, or do they just recover their losses and just try and conserve as many tickets as possible on factory? These buildings inside of a shopping center are extremely good to watching this cross that Lethal Red has to cross. These windows allows the players sitting in here to watch absolutely everything. So without a bunch of smokes, which they are doing to be fair, it is going to be very difficult for Lethal Red to push this. There is not much going on in either backline. The RWS from Lethal Red has returned to the British main. The RWS from Iron Horde are also sitting in their main. Looks like they are afraid of a hat in the area. Dinosaur sitting on South Park. And while I was in the map, it looks like Snoop Dogg has showed up and hotboxed the shit out of shopping center. Lethal Red pushing in a shit ton of people. Just flashed it. Just flashed one chevron towards Lethal Red. But Tuhan gets taken out by this trio pushing the courtyard. I think Null here has a pretty good overview on these three Iron Horde players on the other side of the road. Cannot hit the shot on C set, B set. And he gets to live. Misses everything on Jazzy. This feels like a hate crime watching this. I did spot a push from LR trying to go for these buildings here. They were not successful and only 2 bodies remain. Dyrus taking a few pot shots from the red container, not totally aware that there is almost 7 players on his right. As I still can't see a damn thing. More smoke mortars landing from Lethal Red by line on the mortars. We do have Squad 1 from Iron Horde pushing towards the this fob. Limbo takes out two attackers by himself. Gets traded, leaving only Bright. Bright is a lad, so he most likely will not be going for the revives here. Maybe just trying to get some info about this mortar, radio, and hab. Warren has spotted him. Hasn't put a mark on him, so he's... Oh. Bright the lad hears the vehicle right outside. He is not reacting with the HE round. He either is out of ammo or doesn't have a headset. Lethal Red looks like they've done a massive push here down in the basement, leaving only Beirut in this admin building. Shopping center being captured again by Iron Horde. The two attackers down here have found the hab, but gets taken out by Dyrus. Do we have a bit of backline shenanigans here? Saint Aiken pushing towards this radio. There is a radio marked in the building, which may be Lethal Red's marker, so I think he is aware of the radio. Or not. Ah. Iron Horde has barricaded the radio with a repair station, making it extremely difficult for Lethal Red to actually push into this radio. It will take a while to take that repair station down. And as I've been yapping, shopping center has been captured by Iron Horde, putting Lethal Red on a 2 ticket per minute blade, and giving Iron Horde an additional 10 tickets for being the first team to capture the point. Iron Horde fracking about 2-1 now. 106 knocks to Iron Horde, 56 knocks to Lethal Red. And I do expect that it is players like Glow who have been sitting in this window, just looking at this reset the entire time. He is going 17 knocks, 16 confirmed, 0 deaths so far, by just sitting here, just camping these desperate rallies from Lethal Red, from this building that we talked about earlier. That is so incredibly good to sit in. Looking at the scoreboard, we do have some other Servantborn going 16. That is the heals, I am sorry. Glow on 17. Centurion on 10. I am not quite sure what Lethal Red are trying to do here. They do have the open top driving around in the backline of Iron Horde. Looks like he is just trying to burn some rallies, but he isn't going to be very successful when he's driving behind the Iron Horde hab, which is in the basement here. And this looks like a mistake. He is trapping himself right next to the Iron Horde hab that has a bunch of ammo crates. Who the hell missed that? Oh, I think that was Bright. A dog with lion face getting himself stuck right outside of the Iron Horde hab. Yorukoglu gets the kill with the tandem, his think his second vehicle kill of the game. Yes, second vehicle kill of the game, as Bright somehow whiffed a vehicle sitting still 20 meters from him. Lethal Red putting down a lot of smoke mortars once again, trying to get a push going onto shopping center. But they just aren't dedicating enough people. They are fighting a hap on point. They need to be pushing this point with everything they have if they want to take it. That RWS just do a backflip. He is burning. He gets taken out by Centurion sitting on top of the high riser. I just heard the word hap. I think they got the hap proxied with the amount of people that they just pushed onto point, but they all just gets taken out by the Ironhorde players sitting in these buildings that are oh so powerful to be sitting in. And these Red are just throwing tickets. Just throwing tickets towards the wall, hoping something will stick. Aaron Yeager gets taken out by Surgeon, the hat, who just fired a tandem into the window, I think. More smoke mortars landing from Lion line. It is at these points in the game where you as a team have to kind of figure out what the game plan is. They've tried the same this is going to be the third time, I believe, that they are trying to do this. Just putting down as many smokes as possible and then just running in one by one, hoping they aren't going to get shot. But Ironhorde, they aren't moving. Ironhorde are sitting in these buildings. They know they can just be sitting here on top of shopping center. They've left the entire map open, except for one guy running from main for some reason. And the mortar. The entire team of the Iron Horde are just sitting on shopping center. And they don't look like they're even interested in pushing factory. They know that if they win by this massive lead, 106 tickets, that will be close to nothing that Lethal Red will be able to do in round 2. The Lethal Red mortar have switched to the HE rounds and is getting a few kills. Lethal Red is actually making a good push here for these western buildings. And Clap has even managed to get into one of them. And he is not marked. I don't think they are aware of him. If Clap would be able to get into this building and kill Glow, that would be absolutely huge for them. But I am very surprised. I think I just saw Rebel Yell doing it here, who has started shooting lats into these buildings. But I'm very surprised that there isn't a GL somewhere just lobbing grenades into these windows non-stop. Glow sitting on 22 knocks and 18 confirmed kills with 1 death. Like, he is the main reason why Lethal Red haven't been able to push. And he's not even full health. So he has been hit and hasn't seen a medic in so long. So they are absolutely able to just be shooting grenades into his building to get rid of him. But they just aren't proactive enough. Clap getting this building with Gnoll dead inside of it, getting a revive onto him inside of the point. The first shimmer of hope for Lethal Red. Losky going for the revive on Dog with Lion Face. How is Glow not getting punished for this? Walking out into the balcony, Losky not holding this window. I even think if Floxy were to just look up, he would even be able to just see his barrel. And they even have nades and decides not to nade Glow, who's just killed all of them. Once again, Glow gets a free peek on this 3. Oh! Takes 1. Takes 2. He is bleeding from the fall. I don't think he's gonna live this. Glow gets the 3rd. Sitting on 28 knocks. Finally gets taken out by this guy with the Chinese name who shot a lad in his face. Glow getting bored in his building decides to leap out the window. Now, what in the world is going on down here? Lethal Red has put down a radio on Train Depot, which is gonna bite them so hard in the ass because they have lost all their defenders or attackers. I don't know what the plan was with this hab. I'm friend is gonna get it docked down completely for free. And I'm getting an ad for AI viewers. Oh boy. I can finally be a big Twitch streamer. The southern push coming out from Lethal Red has already been dealt with. It's going to be Bright and I'm friend on the radio being able to take it down. Leaving the only thing that's not just following the blueberry wave being this squad 1 rally by Mo. They do have a hat and an engineer in this squad, so they might be able to do something. Actually, they opened up just to buy a Dimiser, who were not able to get a tandem off in time. And he is just going to miss the RWS. I think. Oh boy. He hears it. And positioning was not good enough. RWS is going to get away. And I think he even burned Squad 1's rally. RWS fight happening at the other side of the map. A welder takes out both the driver and the gunner immediately. Taking out the Iron Horde. RWS. I just had a brain fart. I forgot what it was called. Getting some shots onto Centurion, who is sitting on top of this high-res still, just causing issues. Lethal Red down to 19 tickets, still bleeding with 2 tickets per minute. But Voron has managed to push the hab. He is facing the wrong direction. When you spawn in a hab, you are automatically going to be facing east, so you want to position yourself in the westernmost corner of the hab. He's standing on the eastern side, so there is a chance that they can actually get the turn on him. LR have managed to get a few people onto point, and that is going to be it. Glow, 35 knocks, 26 confirmed kills with 2 deaths. Absolutely just sitting in that window, shooting everyone. Centurion sitting on the high riser with the frag rockets, getting some good kills as well. Rest of the team are pretty evenly split. On the other side, there is not going to be much. Welder in the RWS getting 10 knocks, but losing what looks like 2 RWSs. No, 1 RWS. Alright, that is going to be round 1. I have also just realized I've been a moron. There hasn't been game sound on the entire time. I am so sorry. Professional streamer, by the way. Alright, we are going to have a 5-minute break, and then we will be right back. And we are back. Better than ever. Now with game sound. I am so sorry. I had apparently set up OBS wrong. It is what it is. We are gonna be on the side of Lethal Red in this round 2. Gonna listen to the Russian command comms as we're just vibing out here in the rollout. Francesco just vibing out in the back of the transport. If you've just joined us, welcome. This is round 2 of the match between the Lethal Red and the Iron Horde. Iron Horde just took a massive win on the Russian side, 136 tickets to 0. The Russian side is for sure the strongest side. So it's going to be interesting to see if Lethal Red has a strat that can match the one of Iron Horde. It did look like that the strat on the British side was going to be quite aggressive as well. So we're hoping for an equally aggressive strat on the Russian side, so we can see some action from the get-go. We do have the classic cap marked on Geneva Apartments. I am personally, I am not a fan of this app. It is so dangerous. It's so easy to proxy, and clearing these 2 buildings can take so long. But it is a very aggressive app, and if the team that is going to place that app can secure the entire area, then it can be very good for them. But as we're yapping, we are off. The 2 Lightviks from Lethal Red taken off first. RWS going down the main road. Will be the first point of contact. Goes into shopping center to drop off a bunch of people as what looks like to be the entirety of Lethal Red just zooming by, going down south. Hap from Lethal Red goes down. Not Hap, the radio goes down on Geneva Apartments. This Russian guy sitting in one of these extremely powerful windows with a GL will not connect on the first one. Gets a double kill on El Jefe and Glow. Out of fight. What the hell is going on? Gunner, Junkie Boy gets taken out by Gnull. No, Driver gets taken out. Gnull takes out the RWS. Lethal Red with a huge advantage off of rollout. But he's not ready for the Logi about to leave. Iron Horde once again barricading the radio in with the repair station. I'm not sure that I'm a fan of this. This repair station, if it's actually going to be used as a repair station, this would be horrible for the RWS. But if it is just being used to block people from getting into the radio, then sure, yes. Lethal Red, just like Iron Horde, taking control of shopping center, but they aren't as thorough as Iron Horde was. Batuhan is laying on point, capping it little by little. Oh, he does actually gets taken out by grenade. Cap has been stopped. El Jefe threw a nade. Doesn't look like it connected on anything. Iron Horde playing very aggressively here on the southwest. Placing the hab inside of this admin building. That Lethal Red tried to do last round, but got taken out before they could. The main difference between the two strats here is that Iron Horde made sure to put the radio somewhere else where it couldn't be killed as easily. RWS is back from the threat on shopping center. Takes out a Logi sitting in the gas station. Burying Batuhan as Gnoll tried to kill his own Ardop. That could have ended absolutely horribly for them. I am not a big fan of this positioning from the RWS. They do know that there are people still capping, and he is not afraid to be in here. And somehow Batuhan is looking at the RWS through the crack in the container, not realizing. And the RWS not realizing there's a dude right on the other side. Batuhan is going to be capturing the point. But Lethal Red are already capturing Geneva Apartments. They are capping one chef. Batuhan gets taken down finally, but not in time before he can finish capping the point. As I said on rollout, this very aggressive hab from Lethal Red placed in this building might actually work out in their favor, because it does look like that Iron Horde on this western side are having a hard time progressing east. Line sitting here on the mortars, focusing on this western area. Mortars up from Iron Horde as well, sitting on factory, targeting this Logi in the backline. Bit of a scrap going on here between Leviathan, Yakamos, Sertian and Francesco. Warren Servantborn gets a trade somehow. I swear to God, why are you pushing out Francesco? Francesco goes down to Leviathan, leaving Sertian as sole defender in the west. Squad 4 down here. Mapkupka and Bet are working their way up north, just trying to get rid of this rally. They have been spotted by Bright, whose amazing latch shot we're not going to talk about, because I think that would be bullying. I do hope that someone is clipping it though. Saint Atkan sitting on the roof up here with one of the most powerful positions on the entire layer. Sitting on this roof with an ammo crate and the frag rockets, just able to pretty much see the entire layer. There is not much that's going to stop him. And while I was spectating the fight in the west, Lethal Red actually starting to capture shopping center. Capturing one chef down to 60%. As I say, that Barut and Aaron Jaeger are pushing towards Happen building. For some reason, Hat is taking point clearing this building. As him and this Chinese character letter dude are just watching the staircase. They are both aware that they are on the point in the building. Barut taking position in the... Just trying to get an angle onto whatever this dude is called. Oh, almost missed it. Jaeger is pushing up. I will be amazed if that fight didn't end like that. Aaron Jaeger gets taken out. And Lethal Red once again have a chef. Onto the point. Random lad from Gnoll goes out towards Batuhan. The cap is stalled once again. As there really isn't a lot of fighting going on the map. C set, B set is pushing towards this this radio. They have found the radio, which is barricaded by a repair station. So this is going to be extremely difficult for him to actually push in here. He does take out STR. As he's really in a weird location with a bunch of cover. CZ gets taken out by Saint Aiken. That's left the high riser. I actually also just spotted they haven't put an ammo crate up here on the high riser for the lats, not allowing them to just sit up there and frag spam the entire layer. That is a mistake. It is quite a big mistake, I'd say. Because one lad on top of that high riser is truly able to just harass so many players. Lethal Red getting starting the capture once again on shopping center. One chef. And it is only Beirut and Batuhan that is trying to prevent this from happening. They are in squad 4, which is a very large squad. Squad 4 is running around up here. I don't know why Iron Horde aren't putting more people on this point to prevent this cap. Few mortars raining down on top of Hauxiao Marine. Boxer Gary taking getting a few angles. Just misses CZ BZ. Oh, spots and nil. Spots CZ BZ. Gets a few good shots on him. Shopping center goes neutral as the nade flies out. Will not connect. I don't understand what this squad 4 is doing up here. If they're either extremely worried about flank squads, or they're gonna try and do it themselves. Do you have Sparkrow, a rifleman, main camping? What on earth am I watching? A rifleman main camping, and the one thing he can actually kill is running out of main. And he's not reacting on it. Has the hard up just goes by. Sparkrow takes out techies. I don't know. Maybe he's just focusing on the mortar, but... And Sparkrow gets taken out by the mortar player. Shopping center has been neutralized. 50% captured towards Lethal Red. But Beirut and Batuhan still the only two people. That is not true. El Jefe and Glow are back. Once again, Glow pushing towards this building. Not doing nearly as good this round as he did last round, going 2-1-4. Last game he managed to get 35 knocks, I believe. Somehow gets the trade here. On top of whatever this guy's called. And El Jefe and Jaeger aren't with Glow. Glow just solo pushes into the building. instead of pushing the building together with his teammates. Miraculously actually getting one of them. But Lethal Red will continue the cap 70% towards Lethal Red.
Так, я снимаю.
10 секунд.
Aaron Yeager pushing in the same building now, up towards Limbo.
Bu binada adam var.
Gnall having a good view on the RWS, but hits the window before he can actually shoot at him. Other fight happening. Both
Супер.
Driver and Gunner shot out by Saint Aiken, giving an easy kill to Welder in the yard up. And Eurocoglu missing the tandem on the RWS setting still. That is a huge mistake. No, I think he had a lat out. Unless he has an ammo crate here. What in the world?
Снимай стар.
Tekis gets taken out
Сейчас.
by Welder. As Eurocoglu misses the tandem. And gets taken out by Gnall with the frag spam. Shopping Center captured 90% towards Lethal Red. It is still going to be nearly impossible for them to win, but they are looking strong on this side.
Я понял.
Я нахуй.
There is a push being made by Iron Horde towards this Lethal Red hat. But it
Я
is
гивапаюсь, блядь.
not looking great. Lethal Red are dedicating a lot of people on this defense. They are dedicating right now. What's that? 7 people to 3 attackers? I guess they aren't really in a hurry on top of Shopping Center because their players on this point are just dug in so well. But overreacting on your defense can be dangerous as it pulls away resources from the front line. Elhefe pushing up towards the Limbo. We took out Glow before. It looks like they are both aware of each other. And Elhefe takes out Limbo. Almost trades it. This building finally secure for Iron Horde. Elhefe will beat out.
У них какой-то нищий
But
ралик стоит.
LR
блядь,
aren't really
я
able to
туда
take
щас
the building
пойду,
back.
со своего.
I will say I am absolutely amazed that all these Iron Horde players are on AT right now, just trying to get rid of this RWS. Somehow Leviathan misses that shot. Hat goes out. My guy, can you stop missing? It flies in a straight line.
Можно смог руку по рамбам дать вот здесь вот рамбу 7. Сейчас мотоцикл поставлю ебаный.
Now, this puts Illa and Iron Horde in a very weird situation. Illa, Lethal Red, sitting on a lot of tickets now. And Iron Horde on a two ticket per minute bleed. The only thing that Lethal Red would be able to do to really secure the victory would be to capture Factory. Capturing Factory would give Lethal Red another 20 tickets and take away 10 from Iron Horde and put them on a Mercy Blade.
Надо поставить под Factory.
If they are going to fight over Shopping Center,
Понял.
it can't get dragged out, and Lethal Red have lost so much control. All the defense that they put on this app cost them so much that Iron Horde has been able to take back Shopping Center. And since Shopping Center is even since Shopping Center is in the radio radius as well, they are able to build ladders and take these buildings from LR.
Халяву можно бить.
And now Lethal Red are put in a difficult position. Shopping Center is absolutely swimming with Iron Horde members.
Морковь. Кстати, шаурма.
And Lethal Red doesn't have really anything to push back with. They've been sitting in these buildings for so long that they don't have any rallies. The closest rally to Shopping Center is this Squad 2 rally, which is just as close as the Hab. If Lethal Red manages to keep this point, I would honestly be shocked.
У стекляшки. Между стекляшками. Короче, он к тебе бежит, блядь, стой на месте, если получится.
Squad 4, who has just been running on the map border for the entire game, is pushing towards factory, does get the rally burn. These two players aren't reacting to it, so they haven't spotted the rally burn yet. Squad 1 with the Mo is pushing up here as well. They are trying to get a push going for factory that will secure them the victory. But that is going to be very difficult because factory is so close to the British main that even if they start flashing the point, they will just be able to reinforce it so quickly because they can just run out of main. It is probably the only strong suit the British have on this layer. The Russians aren't able to do it because this moat is very, very small and there's quite a long way over to train depot.
Я могу переставить на шиппинг, если надо, но у нас кэп не идет.
Ну вот я этого боюсь.
The shopping center cap has been stopped. Lethal Red able to put in
Я думаю, нет.
a lot of people onto the point. Leaving only Barut, Galo, and now Batuhan
Кровь из носу, если мы хотим выиграть.
on the point again. But Batuhan is going to get absolutely fucked here in the sec by Welder. Or not. He's not. El Jefe misses. I don't think. Yeah, he doesn't see anything because of the smoke. Some hat once again. Yorokoglu misses another tandem on the RWS. Gets hit by a lap. Finally by El Jefe. Looks like he is leaving. He is going back to get repaired. Squad 4 and Squad 1 from Lethal Red have managed to get onto point. They're sitting right by the mortar. They've neither found the mortar or marked him. As we have the mass respawn from Squad 1. They have stacked Squad 1 rally with 9 people. 10 people going to be attacking factory. Over a third of the entire team of Lethal Red pushing factory now. Leaving only Yusuf as the sole defender. Getting one chef onto factory. Popka finds Yusuf and should be absolutely did more than he should have been able to. Get 2 kills with a trade. And Lethal Red are capturing factory. But since that they have put so many people onto factory, that means that they don't have a lot of defense here on shopping center. And Iron Horde are taking full advantage of this. They are capturing very quickly.
Белдер, вот сюда нас забрось в эти падики. А, нет, всегда вот эту. С гаража.
Lethal Red not really having only 2 defenders here on the cap. DK going in to fight this Chinese fella, gets taken out. Leaving only Doc with Lion Face on the point. if Lethal Red aren't able to defend this point, it will just end in a double neutral, which is only going to help Iron Horde.
Builder, еще люди нужны в шопинг.
Şunu katsanız.
Iron Horde won the first game by 136 tickets. So unless LR are able to capture factory, they have 9 tickets to work with to deplete the 45 from Iron Horde, as there are no defenders left. My bad. STR as the only one. Shopping center goes neutral, and almost at the same time factory goes neutral. We are sitting in a double neutral where both teams have a majority of the team on each other's points.
Piyade markında eksi 2 var. Bir tane kaldı.
This also means that the ticket bleed has stopped. And Iron Horde are more than willing to just sit this out from now on. They will be winning the game if these two teams just spend the next 30 minutes just sitting with their dicks in their hands. Now this RWS is somehow allowed to just sit here. So the rally by Squad 1 and Squad 4 have both been burned. So this reset that Iron Horde are able to do will be incredibly strong. I would imagine that we are going to see a few GLs or riflemen with a bunch of
Они
nades
сейчас
just
100% стакают людей под
reinforcing this point by just absolutely nade
Надо,
spamming
блядь,
these
срочно
buildings.
дропдаун в шоп. Я не ебу как.
Clap gets taken out by techies. And while I'm spectating, factory, Iron Horde has done exactly what I predicted on the rollout when I saw that they were going for this hab.
Benim taraftan görebiliyorsan el bombası at. İçinde adam var. Benim taraftan.
They have proxied it, and this building is so difficult to clear. Captain Jazzy and CZBZ can sit in this little cupboard for the rest of the game. But for some reason, what the hell are you... Oh my...
Sıkıntı yok.
What are you doing? You had it on proxy.
Kazıyor hala bu arada. Hemen
I think...
Kaldırıyorum seni.
Luckily, Leviathan is here as well. But he's not in as good of a spot. Actually, I'm not even sure how the hell this guy is alive.
Ben de ya.
hayır.
Oh, never mind.
Bakıyorum.
Okay. CZBZ gets taken out. Hab will come up again, leaving Leviathan as the only one on the hab left.
Kazacaktım, zorlayacaktım.
Huge mistake by Captain Jazzy going for that nade when all they had to do was just to keep this spawn out of commission. Shopping center being captured by Lethal Red. Factory being captured by Iron Horde. This is still looking in the favor of Iron Horde.
Велдер, надо еще один хот-дроп сделать под Factory. Сейчас будет. Ну, после. С хаба заберешь? С хаба.
Again, with some Russian talks in the command chat. I don't understand what they're saying, but I think I heard the words hot drop.
Рыбал, останешься тогда в хабе дефать? С кем-нибудь одним. Остальных отправляю.
And if they're talking about a hot drop, I would imagine that it is. Let's capture shopping center, and then we just bomb rush factory to get that bitch. But I think it would be too late. Iron Horde are sitting on 26 tickets, which means that they would be able to just deny them the capture by just doing a mass give up. If you're new to comp and don't know what a mass give up is, it's basically when the entire team types respawn in the console and just drains their own tickets. You do that if you're about to lose a point and you don't want to give the extra tickets to the enemy team. So here, if one team is able to capture another team's flag, they get an additional 20 tickets.
Vurdum ben yardım.
So if you've already lost the game, then you might as well just force give up to make the loss smaller. And Iron Horde now being on 26 tickets means that they will be able to do it at any point in the game. Saint Aiken goes down to Glow, sitting in this window,
Прям на мне проходит, прям на мне проходит.
not having nearly
Каску дал.
as good of a performance as he did last game. 35 knocks last game, only 6 this game. Just kind of shows you how OP these buildings are, especially when you're able to just hit a main camp. And I did hear right, the hot drop is happening. Oh, your Koklu finally hits the tandem. Takes out 4 people in the RWS. Is shopping center now being captured by Iron Horde? What the fuck? This is a very strange game. Iron Horde have begun holding their tickets. Excuse me, why the hell are these guys on the roof?
Еще шопинг теряем.
I have so many questions. Why is that ladder to the roof, and why are these guys actually on the roof? There's no cover up here, boys. Iron Horde capturing shopping center once again. If they would be able to actually capture this point, they would get an additional 20 tickets. Lethal Red has already lost the game just based off of the tickets. Because they will not be able to capture factory. They do not have the manpower over here. And even if they did, the 20 additional tickets they would get would put them to 135 tickets, which would still not be enough. At this point, it is mathematically impossible for Lethal Red to win the game. Or to win the match, I should say. They can still win the round, which they will do. Just kind of comes to show you what an advantage the VG side can get on this layer. What am I watching? Why are they feeding them tickets? So many deaths going out
Ölebilirsiniz burada, ben kaldırırım.
on another hot drop onto shopping center. Yeah, has gotten kind of quiet now. There is a few people here that actually managed to survive this hot drop. Doc with Lion Face and Losky. They have left the Logi just sitting here, and for some reason El Jefe, who I know is a lad, gets taken out by Rebel Yell, sitting God knows where, by a random frag spam. Sitting over here in the art building. I do wonder why Iron Horde aren't prioritizing getting this Logi killed. They don't know the ticket situation on Lethal Red, and they just want to make sure that they are as low on tickets as possible. So this mortar here line should really just be... Oh, never mind. I am stupid. These lads sitting in this building here from Iron Horde should just be focusing this Logi. It finally does go down. But I am wondering how in the world it was allowed to sit there for so long. It is also a little interesting to see how some of the rallies this game just have never moved. This rally here by the radio was
Не,
put
не,
down
Рамбо
on
и
rollout
хуйня.
and hasn't been burned a
Рамбо
single
хуйня
time.
идея.
Just also shows you how little LR has been able to push this radio building.
У них ралик на метке глаза первого сжигаю сейчас.
Things are quieting down a lot. Iron Horde are holding the tickets. They are just slowing down the loss, just trying to secure as many kills as possible from Etherred, trying to bleed them out of as many tickets as they can before they die. Aaron Jaeger being able to take out both Limbo and Saint H down here in the basement. Does get traded and Clap will be able to revive them up again. But it does look good on the stats though. Well, the finally gets the rally we were just talking about. He is pushing towards this enemy hab. He is just going for rally burns, it looks like. I was just hoping to see him just sit and spam the hab with the AGL, but not today. Kill-wise, we're actually very even. 185 knocks to LR, 178 to Iron Horde. Incredibly close game, kill-wise, and victory-wise, and revive-wise. The major thing of the ticket difference here is just the bleed. Especially since Iron Horde was on a 2-ticket bleed for so long. And LR are just laying in this building there. They are capping. They do have it down to 40%. But as I mentioned earlier, the mass give up will prevent them from getting these tickets. And even if they were able to get the tickets, they would still not win. They would not have enough tickets.
Arkadan gelebilir, boş şu an. Kuzeyimiz.
Ben dönüyorum oraya.
Geri ben de sana geleceğim.
Gelen var.
Лёх, смотри, как могу. Видал? 360. Ага.
Puck doing some 360s in the building.
Смотри.
Is he gonna go out and find Junkie Boy, who is
Büyük binada
just watching this door? I think he is.
Pikliyor.
What the
Kapı.
hell?
Gözünü seveyim ölme.
Geroy.
Kanka beni tutman lazım. Şeyi tut. Arkama bak. Ben kendimi sarayım.
Морковка, пек
I guess that's why he plays the RWS.
Koşuyor arkandan.
On Shopping Center, LR are also capturing once again. Four tickets remaining from the Iron Horde. 90 for Lethal Red. This round will be over very soon with a win of about 90 tickets to Lethal Red, giving about a 60 ticket win of the match to Iron Horde. Map has gone very quiet. I am not entirely sure where I should be looking at the moment. Because both teams are just kind of sitting in buildings, just trying to capture.
Да, да.
Eksi 1.
So Falca takes out Junkie Boy
Arkamdan
as he
döndüm.
takes out Search in the hat.
Который англичанин. Англичанин на правом.
And most of Iron Horde will be laying dead. With a few exceptions running out from the hab on Old Hospital. Or hospital I should say. Is he actually going for it? Oh my god, he's done it. Flex managed to dig down the ref station, dig himself in again, only for the game to end. 88 ticket win to Lethal Red. Iron Horde takes the win by about 60 tickets. Just looking through here. Gnoll, the lad we saw, 21 in caps, 17 confirmed. Welder in the RWS, 29 in caps, 24 confirmed kills. And I think I didn't have enough time to see over here. Anyway, thank you for watching. Very interesting games today. Kind of shows you that this layer can be quite one-sided if you are able to get control of a shopping center as the VDV. All right. Thank you for watching. I will be turning off now, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.